Hello, good morning everybody. Thank you for coming along to join me. I just wanted to share with you my latest couple of journals. I was asked by Amy from CraftyCat USA if I would do a guest design team project with her winter kits. And so that's what I've done. I've made a couple of journals with the kits and I will list them below. I've also used a couple of images from Mrs Cog's Vintage Skates and Elegant Winter, and a couple of the blue papers from Artymaze just to go into here as well with the blues. So I hope you like what I've done. The journals are both the same, slightly different. They've both got the same pockets and tucks inside, and the same format. They measure 5.5 width ways, 8.5 tall, and they have about a 2-inch spine, and each of them has a tassel, nice and wintry tassel on them. One of them has the image on the front from Amy's kit of the boy skating, and the other one has the image of the lady skiing. They're both made with wallpaper, so it's wallpaper cover over cardboard, and the spines, they are soft spines, both of them. So there's a lot of room for growth in both of these. The closure is sari silk. I find sari silk's quite delicate because obviously it's recycled, so there are holes and things in it, but it is only looped through, so if you don't like the sari silk, it's easily changed. So I'll give you a flip through. I'll try and do them as quickly as I can. As I say, they've both got a tassel on the back. Both have 3 signatures in, and this is the one with the boy with the skates. This one has kind of a black wallpaper. I don't know if you can see, but the wallpaper is glittery. It has a shine to it, and there's a tree in the background. And then on the inside, this is a library card pocket, and that's from Laura at the Papered Soul, and I've just put images on there. That's actually one of Artymaze's images from her winter images, and then there's just the library card in there that I've stenciled rather. So this is the pages from Amy's kit, and I will list them below. One's called Winter Blues, and the other one it slipped my mind, but I will put them both in the description. So there's a lovely image there of the lady pushing a little girl in a pushchair sledge, and I've just put a little cluster at the top there. Then on the inside, this is the pocket that Amy did a tutorial on last week or the week before. So it's made from book page. If I just move it across a little bit, it's made from book page, and it opens that way, so there's journaling space there, and it opens again that way, so there's some more journaling space on there. And then there's a card in there with one of the lovely images from Amy's kits. This paper is actually either from her Cat's Meow or the Dog Days, but it just went so well with the blues and the beiges that I've decided to use that as well. So there's a card there with an image on it, and I've used some tissue paper with glitter on there, just to give it a sparkle. I don't know if the sparkle's picking up in the light, but there are sparkles. And then there's a large journaling card there. So I say most of the pages in this are from Amy. I think this grey paper is from Rachel Roxy Creations, but it's nice and grey, so you can journal on it. And there's an image here that's not in the kit. And then some trim here, leaf trim. And this, I was inspired by Nancy from Wishes and Weeds, who did this on her Water Babies journal. And so I've just hand stitched some blue beads and some sequins down that white leaf trim there. Took me ages, but I did like it. Then again, this is the other kit, so there's 2 kits in these books. Some more trim just there. And then again, Amy's papers here on the back. Some book pages, and then again this is from, I think it's from the Cat's Meow. And then a journaling card in this one. There's some lace there as a top tuck, and one of Amy's images just there. So when I list these journals, I think this one will be called The Elegant Winter. There's one of Amy's images there. And then this is a window envelope that I've collaged on, just looking through at the two vintage ladies there. And I think they've got the skates on. Then you can see the ladies there sledging. And the beautiful papers. I love the blues. And then on the edge of this paper, this paper's slightly blue. I did some food colouring on it. So I've done some embossing on one of the Tim Holtz die cuts there. And then part of Amy's papers I've put just over the edge there. And the ruffle there and that lovely little child. I think they've actually, I'm not sure, I think they have got skates on that little one. And then the centre page as well. This is one of the kit pages. And then I've just put some beads on that. There's some little children there making snowballs. And then again, one of the die cuts, and that's got some, I think you call it stickles. So it glitters. I don't know if that picks up. Some stenciling. Again, Amy's papers there. A lovely image there of the children sledging. Then there's a pocket here. And again, with one of the images from the kit in that pocket. Then this is a glassine bag, and that's from Laura from the Papered Soul. And I've just decoupaged a napkin on there. And then I've stitched, I had to take the bag, cut down one of the edges because it was too wide to fit on the page. So I've put one of the tags, images from the kit on there. And then there's a tag inside it with the owls. And then I've die cut some snowflakes. And then I don't know if you can see the shine on that paper there. It just goes in there. On the back of the page there. And there's that image again on the kit. And then I've just put a little snip up there. And again, the other side of the trim on that one. That lady looks as if she's get blown away in the wind. Lots of room in this one to journal. And again, I do love these papers. And the blue stamps on. Ladies skating. It must have been very restrictive in the clothes that they wore. Second signature. Again, you've got those sledging children just there. One of the pockets that comes with the kit, and I've just put a little trim with some buttons there. And one of the tags from the kit as well. And some snowy trees. And again, the leaf trim. So with the leaf trim, it does look quite nice when you see it all together, look. I liked it anyway, but it did take me a while to stitch all that on. And I haven't cut the threads, but obviously you can do if you don't like long threads on those trims. There's the image from the boy on the front. And then this is one of the altered tags from Papered Soul. And I've just put a tea bag that I've decoupaged a napkin on there. And then there's a couple of tags from the kit in there. So one goes in the bag and one goes behind the bag. And then a journaling card with one of the images on it there as well. And book page there. Again, the little girl with the sledge and some trim just there. That's kind of shiny as well. And book page there. And the ladies there playing snowballs, and again, so just some ruffle on the edge of that. And then in the middle of the middle signature, there's this is two envelopes that have been put together, and I've just collaged with Amy's papers on there. And in that one, there's a little book with just some extra journaling paper. And that just fits in there. And then in this one, I think that's one of Mrs Cog's images from Elegant Winter. And then again, Amy's papers collaged around it. Just fits in there. And again, some beads on the bottom of that one. If you don't like the long dangles, then obviously you can cut them short. Hopefully you can still see this. And the papers. These actually, you can still write on them if you've got a dark pen, or you can stick an image on them if you wanted to. So there's lots of room and lots of options with this. Lady there all wrapped up for the winter. Then this one I've done a long tag, and again some blue lace in that one. And then Amy's papers behind here, and that's one of Mrs Cog's images. But I just thought that went so well with Amy's papers and the lady's ruffle. Muff, what do you call these that you put your hands in? Hand muff? It just fits on the back there. And there's the lady, oops, skipping, look. Children in the snow. Some more trim there. Lady skiing, I think that would be me. I think my legs would go in opposite directions. And again, lots of space to write or to put pictures. Look at these beautiful little girls. And the last signature in this one, again, there's the image there of the snowman. And these are the tags from the kit. And I've just put one of Artymaze's images on there and some little tiny bobble trim on the bottom. And then that flips open with another image just there. And then in the back there, there's a skating image and some tinsel thread just there. And again, the leaf trim on there. I hope you can see that that does shine, it does shimmer. Beautiful papers. The lovely Amy. Snow gatherings on that one. I remember my sons looking like that when they'd had a day out in the snow. We don't get a lot of snow in the UK that often. And again, this is an envelope with a window on the front. And again, that's from Laura at the Papered Soul. And then this is actually off the salvage edge of a piece of fabric. I just thought it was appropriate to go on there. Again, one of the Tim Holtz die cuts with some, I want to say sprinkles, but I don't think they're called sprinkles. Stickles. And then there's another trim just there. And the boy there with a sledge, it looks like it's got a mattress on it to me. Very old picture, that one. Paper bag just there with an image in. And journaling card. All the journaling cards are backed in tea papers. Tea dyed papers, I should say. The lady just there, and then again in the centre, and this is Amy's papers as well. And skating. So I'll have to make my mind up what I'm going to call these, but I think Elegant Winter suits this one. There's little kids pulling the sledge. I bet the little feet and hands are frozen. And again, the Tim Holtz die cut just there. And again, one of the images there. And then a top tuck there with the lace. Some more trim there. And then in the back, on the back page, there's an envelope, and that says ice skating. And then there's one of the images there. Little bull pin with some beads on and some lace trim on there. And then on the inside there's just some extra journaling paper, and that's been backed with some blue tissue paper. So there's just some extra space there to journal. Excuse me reaching. That clips on there. And then in the back there's a pocket there. I had some leftover card that I'd used for the inside covers. So I've made a pocket here with some trim on and that lovely image there of the snowman, and it says Happy New Year. And then I've used a bit of the leftover wallpaper that I had with that image of the lady on it for a large tag. It goes in there. And then this one, there's an envelope that I've made of one of the papers that I had left over. And then on the inside, it's just a piece of the card that I had left, cardstock. So some extra journaling space in that. I'll tie that up in a minute because I can't tie bows on while I'm at this angle. So that's, then the back has the trees on. So this is the dark grey, charcoal grey one. And then it's got the wooden snowflakes on. probably just call that one Skating Boy. And then this one, very similar, same format, so about 5.5 wide, 8.5 tall. It has the same 3 signatures in the cover, in the spine, sorry. It has the tassel on it, lots of fibres in there. There's lots of room for these to grow as well. And again, lots of writing space. So there's what it looks like from the front. And then on the inside, again, one of the library card pockets from Laura. With some stenciling on. And then I love those. They do look cheeky boys. And I've got 3 sons, and it just reminds me of them when they were little, which was a very long time ago. Little snip on that one again, and the little girl. So the same papers, different borders, I think. Again, this is Amy's flip writing pocket. It says Winter Longing there, so you can actually write on that if you wanted to. And then it has the tag in the front. And, oops, sorry, the tag at the back. Excuse me reaching. I'm just going to clip that off, because it just comes off with a, is it a bulldog clip? So it just hooks off. Again, the lace trim, and again the leaf trim on there. And the boy sledging. Sorry, skating. I love that he's got a cushion covering his bum. That's one of Artymaze's papers. And then this one, ice skating. Tucks up there. Again, the window envelope, this time looking through to the snowman. And there's the snowman. I love that they've got his arm sticking out. I don't know how they managed that. Maybe a broomstick pushed through. Again, the paper's over the page there. The ruffle trim down the edge of that. And then in the centre again, we've got the beads, so the same as before. The embossed Tim Holtz there. So you can see there's lots of room in these to write. Journal card there. That's got some extra paper on the back. I thought these papers, they just went together so nicely. Amy's, the papers, the mixed papers from her other kits, they just went so well. Again, one of the glassine bags from Laura that I've decoupaged, a blue napkin. I only had 2 blue napkins, so I don't have any now. All gone. The birds. And the colours of those birds just match the papers perfectly. And again, some sparkle just there. And some lines on that one. It says snow on that stencil. And again, the boy with the padded sledge. There's a pocket just there that comes with the kit and a tag from the kit. I've just put some a snip on the bottom of that. And there's the birds that were on that other image. And then again, the tea bag on the altered card with some beads on. The other had beads on as well. And then there's 2 tags in there. One in the back and one in the front. And those boys pulling the sledge. It looks like they're having fun. I bet they're cold when they go inside. A couple of book pages. The lady there pushing the little child and the trim at the top. A bit of Edith Holden in there, and that's a page out of her December calendar book. There's some quotes on it. So different papers that I've used, but generally the same format. Again, the double envelope here that's been collaged on. So there we've got the notebook, upside down notebook, look, notebook with the papers in. Just some extra journaling space, and that you don't have to tuck it in there. If it was too bulky, you can put it in the back. And then there's the ladies sledging. I think this paper makes it just look so vintage. The little boys. I will list the two kits of Amy's that I use below. I'm sure one's Blue Winter and the other one just escapes me. I love how she puts all these different images, it looks textured with the snowflakes on. The ladies skating, looks like they may be in a race. The book page there. And then this one again, there's a large card in there. That's one of Mrs Cog's vintage skating, I think it's called. And then the trim. Lots of room. And then the last signature, again, it has those very elegant ladies there. And again, the little pom-pom trim there with an image. I think that's one of Artymaze's images, and then that's the one from the kit with the snowman. And then that's from Amy's kit as well, with the skating. And the tinsel trim there. One of Artymaze's papers. Then again, the window envelope with the image of the boy skating. Isn't she elegant? That one comes with the kit. And I just thought with those blue papers, it matched the feather in her hair. It's not in her hair, it's in her hat. And some more trim just there. Another Edith Holden just there. Skiing boys, skiing, or girls. And again, the paper bag there, and there's some glitter trim there. I don't know if you can see it glittering. With a journaling card in. And then the centre again has the beads on. And then in the back of that one, there's another journal card. Sorry, I just can't reach to put that in. The edges of these pages, it's Amy's papers. I used up the bits that I had left over. When I'd finished these journals, I'd actually used all the bits up. I hadn't got anything left over. And that's two journals from two kits. And again, got that hooked up. Look, there we go. The envelope there. Same, decorated with the bulb pin and the lace. And again, it's just got some extra journaling paper in there that was left over. And then that just hooked onto there without getting stuck on the tag there. And then again, this one is the same as the other one. So it's got the envelope there from one of Amy's papers. And again, a journaling card made from the wallpaper that's on the cover. This one's more of a grey, 2 shades of grey on that paper. And then in the pocket there, I've put the image of those ladies skating and some of the trim. So that's the paler kind of grey one with the skiing lady. So I think this one will be winter skis, and this one I'll call winter skates. So I hope that you like what I've done. Amy, I do hope you like how I've interpreted your kits. I've really enjoyed the opportunity you gave me. Thank you so much for asking me to do a guest design team project for you. And I hope to see you all soon. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.